Hello and welcome to ToMakeItGo. This episode we will be parsing the body of an input stream into URL encoding, so a URL encoded input stream, and breaking it into a map of objects. The reason I'm going to do this is because currently Tomcat, the servlet container runner that I'm using, it does not parse the parameter stream and parameters of the data block in an HTTP request unless the method is post. And as you can see from my endpoint, I am using other methods besides post. WCAT will never have data block though, or data segment. So to that end, we will say data segment parser. Sure. All right, create ourselves a test. So our parser is going to operate off of public static. Let's take a map of string to list of string. It's not the same type as I used before, but I can convert the other one, and it'll be easier to merge lists. Parse. And parse facing an input stream. Okay, there we go. That's the basics. Now, test. Let's do some basic thingamajigging. So I'll need to read my input stream into a string and manipulate it from there because that's probably going to be the easiest way to do this. Also, that way I can take advantage of some of Java's default controls, such as URL decoder. So in my test, I should encode URL encoder.encode. This is going to be UTF-8 at UTF-8. Message. So we're going to encode the message. We're going to feed it into an input stream. New byte array input stream. Grab the get bytes. There we go. We got a method. To input stream. Okay. Data segment parser. Parse input stream. Empty string. I don't need any of that nonsense. Don't have a variable. At this point, we would expect that to be an empty collection. Like that. Empty map. Does it run? Does it run? It's going to explode because it's going to be a null. So let's do some basic stuff. Byte array, output stream, byte array, output stream. So I'm going to read in my input stream into my output stream and then pull out bytes. -1 is the end of file. Surround this with a try catch. Just suppress the exception. And then string data equals new string. Construct string off of the byte array output stream by getting the bytes out of it to byte array. There we go. And then we take all of this. We'll call data.length. Just so my IntelliJ will pick it up. to string. There we go. Now I have an input stream to a string. If I get an exception, I'll just stop reading. So the parse thing, there we go. Now, my test passes is empties. Probably the better check. There we go. And at this point, I should probably actually return a new way. That'll work. There we go. Nice and tidy. So now, let's go try some stuff. Okay. Let's grab. I'm just going to statically import that now because I have a type parse. Okay, so key equals value. Data dot size. So it should have one element in it. Yes, yes, yes. It'll produce a null pointer. As it should. Oh, there we go. Key value, okay. So now we should split on equal sides. And, well, put the left half side on the right hand side. Okay. Data.split equal sides. Variable key value. Hash map. Call this result. Result.put key value of 0, comma, arrays.asList key value 1. And we'll return result. I'm going to leave that as a warning for now because that's not even close to what I'm hoping this will look like in the end. And that failed. Got it right out of bounds. Boop-a-doo. Okay, not sure why that happened. Okay. Why did I not split? Equals. Don't think equals. Well, let's just add a debug point to see what happened. Okay, it's going to be the second time through because it's the second test. Oh, I exploded on my first test. Oh, I didn't. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Data is, I haven't URL decoded it. Unmuted. Okay. Sorry about that. There we go. UTF-8's always supported. That's fine. Okay. There we go. Actually, now I'm kind of curious if that'll work. Because... yeah. No, because URL... I need to go read something real fast. We'll make this bigger so you can read it too. So I think what just happened... okay. We're going to have to make this not do this. Because... there we go. I have to do this on the individual fields. If I don't, I will make the equal sign go away, and that's a control character and URL encoding to just talk about parameters. Okay. And we will see this all work or fall apart later. Okay, there we go. Now then, we need to get splitting on equals. So now then, assert that data.get key is as list arrays dot as list value. There we go. We should have two equal arrays value. So I don't need that size. Well, I still need that size. Okay. Thanks for that. Simple thing. Now let's have okay. So this point key value size. Let's make this a method, or see if we can make this a method. So we'll pull up void assert. Assert something. Assert valid. Sure. It's going to take a map of string comma list of string. Data. Then I need a int size. Actually, I don't need a int size. I need an object over here. Private static. It's got a string key. String values. Kind of constructor. Takes both. We're going to take any number of those. Trace to check. Okay, so step one is assert the size. It's to check.length. And then we're going to iterate over everything in to check to make sure that's in the list. Seems reasonable. Data.get tree.key is tree.values. So that this becomes assert valid parse to input stream new arrays as list value key and make sure the parentheses all match up. Okay, there we go. Should pass. There we go. Huzzah! So now, in this case, we should have will just be like that. Okay, we got her out of bounds, which is what I would expect. Go to parse. So then, if value dot length equals 1, else there we go. Ta-da! Should probably put that forward because that's a bit more generous. Okay. Then we got to put an ampersand here. Key equals value, and then this should be value. Okay, and then what I got was value in percent %k. Okay, so step 1 is data.split on ampersands first. So we're going to write over the pairs. So for each pair, we're going to split it and perform the same check. This should get us closer. However, it's not quite going to be accurate because I'm not collecting data as I go in my list. There we go. We failed, but we failed for a different reason. Because I don't have value, I just have value. So now, we need to ask a different question. And the question is, if result dot contains key contains the key value of 0, else actually we're job 8. Compute if absent. Ah, don't do that. There we go. We will assign that to introduce variable list. We will list dot add. In this case, we will put nothing. In this case, we will put key value of 1. We don't need this block, but we do need to re-put the list always. Put the list back. Let's flip. There we go. And bada bing, bada boom. Ta-da! So that's that. Now we need to check. Well, let's actually make this 1, 2 to make sure I have my order right. One, 2. Make sure key 1, key 2, key 1 gets a 1. I messed up some parentheses. Still messed up some parentheses. There we go. Key 1, key 1. 2, 2, there we go. Nice and neat. Now we have to do some URL encode and decode on the key and the value. So let's try something. Well, back into this one. Okay, so URL encoder.encode. I'm going to define. I'll use this one. UGF8. Equals ampersand question mark hi. Because we should expect that back as the key. I got no. Because it wasn't in there. Okay. Now then, so out here, in that put, I will have to form a URL decoder.decode key value of 0, comma, UGF8. If I can't decode it, I'm just going to explode. There we go. Still mad at me. Was 1, but was 2. This 1 was 2. What? Ahaha. Maybe. Oh. I think compute if absent does something clever. Which means I might actually just be able to put that there. Make this go away. Excellent. That is even better. Should read the Java doc on that because apparently it adds it to the map. Ooh, yeah, and enters it into the map unless it's null. That is actually really, really cool. Okay. So now I'm also going to move this up into the sketch block because I have to URL decode the key. Okay. And now I will expect this out of here as well. And look, it was all sorts of gibberish. I just want a static import here. Here we go. And just like that, I've done it. It's not the prettiest structure I've ever written, but it should do. Okay. So now we need to integrate this into our request invocation handler. Okay. Data. So we're going to move this to being a list of string. Now we are going to convert this guy we're just going to make this a new hash set. Hash map. Sorry. You're going to be a new hash map. Okay, I'm going to actually, I'm just going to ask for that. Data equals data. I don't think this guy's tested, is he? Yeah, yes. That's gonna like everything. Okay. Get rid of that. Go to my test. All of those need to change. So I'm gonna mute myself for a second here. There we go. Okay. Now that I have the lists up there, okay. This test should fail. Yeah, this test should fail. This test should fail magnificently. I can't, it doesn't even compile. Okay, it's just the compiler errors. List of string, list of string. List of string, parameters, arrays.stream. I don't need that anymore, because you should just be able to do that. Stream parameter.get 0. There we go. Okay, so I come to a test. My test should all be angry. You get to be a list. Okay, make this do this way. This also means I'll have to go convert my list of system. No, no list of system. Okay, there we go. Got my string, got my string, got my string. Okay, so all of these should fail. Because you are not. Okay, so I need a map string list. Params. Okay, here we go. Import the class, params. 7 params. So I need to convert this list to this list type. Okay. Done. Entry set dot stream. Data collector. ToMap. Okay. So key maps to key. Now then, colon. as list. There we go. And I think at this point I can just shove that in there. Nope, no I can't. I'm gonna make the hash map. List of strings. Dot put get key. Arrays dot as list string entry dot value. Good value. There you go. Now I should be back to compiling. Absolutely, these should break, and I've run out of time. Really, my tests run. First test runs. Okay. So these all need to be arrays dot as lists. I'll fix that. Run my test. Run all my tests. Run all my tests. All 42 of my tests pass. Hooray! So I mapped that the way I would expect. Okay. I need to go to this dude's So at this point, there's one more thing I need to map in there. And that's the request.get input stream. And it's new. Sorry, parser.parse. It's just a static public static method on there. Put the request stream in there. Data. Then I need to append everything in the data block to the parameters. So merge those suckers. Actually, I'm just going to params.add put all. So I'm just going to overwrite it. If something crazy happens, run all 42 over tested again. And one fails. No pointer. Ah. Where is the get input string? Yeah, it's just going to read negative ones. There we go. So now, everything should be all happy. This has been an episode of To Make It Go. Thank you for tuning in. And I apologize for my pauses. Let's end this recording.